for financial backup in your old age.
Why are you talking to my parents? Talk to my parents directly. In fact, most of our parents.
If you want to talk to my parents, talk to my parents directly. I think
don't go between through the corners talking to my parents. What was wrong with these people?
I think. Hi guys, welcome back to the 7th episode of Sing and Say, and I'm joined with amazing co-host.
My name is Atieno.
I am Esther.
And I'm Rachel.
And today we are sampling some of the propaganda that netizens said they are not falling for.
We won't be cooking today, but we're going to have some snacks.
Yeah, this is so today. This is very yummy. It's our cheat day.
Yeah. Let's get right into it. Number one, your parents always know what is best for you.
What? That's a real propaganda. That's a real problem. First of all, how old are they? Things keep on changing, even like the technology, everything. Yes, they know what's best for me, as per the knowledge they have. And definitely they want me to turn out to be a very straight woman. But this is hard. So most of the time they know what is good for me, but not all the time. All the time. What I mean by all the time is like there are things that change in terms of career world, in terms of what I want as human being, in terms of where is the world heading to, in terms of technology. They know what is good for me up to certain extent, but not 100%.
Not 100%.
Yes, I don't know what Esther think about that.
I think they have our interests at heart, but at some point they need to let us make our own decisions and our own mistakes. So what their interests or their belief comes from a good place, but at some point they need to let us make our own mistakes, learn from them. Yeah.
But let me ask you, why are they allowing us to make mistakes if they can help us avoid mistakes?
So you don't want to be helped because now you think you know better than your parents.
So in short, they know better.
No, not all the time. I think the older you get, the more you should be allowed to make your own decisions.
Yeah.
And mess up
And
and
mess up
wake
and
up.
learn from them.
Because that is the only way you learn. Otherwise, if someone influences your decision, then you start blaming the other person. You say, "Oh, my mom told me to do this. It was my career. Or my dad told me to do this, or my guardian told me to do this." And then when it doesn't work out, you start blaming them. But when you make your own mistakes, you'll be like, "Okay, next time, probably I won't do that. I'll try something different."
At what point are they supposed to just allow us to be us?
No parent is going to allow you to be you.
To be you.
Yeah. They have to. They're our parents. Naturally, they have to. They have the need to instinct to protect us.
Protect, yeah.
Yes. So them guiding you is their way of, okay, let me try and protect my baby.
And my baby is babying.
Yeah, the baby is a 40-year-old son. Baby girl or baby boy.
Would want to have a cheat day, would want to have a soft life, and at the same
And to
time
pursue
push
a specific career.
Yeah.
And for example, if you tell your parents that you want to be an influencer, for example, they won't understand. How are you gonna make money out of that? Like, So sometimes we just have to stand for ourselves, and maybe make them understand in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very important.
The most respectful way. They should also tell us in the most respectful way.
Not insisting that everyone has
Don't
to be
insist.
a doctor,
Yeah.
a lawyer.
How many doctors do we need in Kenya? Like seriously, even doctors they don't have jobs. Some of them.
I've never attempted to explain to my mom that I'm an influencer. Because I know it will never ever make sense to her.
It would be a very interesting
And I'm imagining
conversation.
Exactly.
I'm imagining the day you wake up and say, "Mom, I want to resign because I want to pursue this 100%."
Full time. They'll be like,
I can't wait.
Because you're so kazi.
Atauliza, who resigns in this world, in this economy today?
in fact, according to most of our parents, kazi ni ile job 8 to
5. Exactly.
Actually working from home is
It does not make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
But they are very woke parents. But I'm imagining my parent back at home. I think to him, even job ni ile tu ya serikali.
That's why ingine
Hizi zingine watasema you're winning. He's a very bad employer.
They don't know that the world has changed over time.
Yeah.
And actually, things are not like even the government employees are not the same. They don't have the same. What do we call it? Benefits that they used to have before. Yeah.
True.
Things are changing. Propaganda number 2. Men are polygamous in life, or all men cheat.
I hate it, especially when it's coming from the man.
When a man says that.
Yeah. No, when a man says that, it's really sounding nasty.
Yeah.
Because can you just tell us that you have a problem with having sexual discipline? But please don't make it like you are validating it. Why are you validating? You. But when it comes from a woman, maybe the woman is also trying to console herself.
That all men.
That all men,
it rains everywhere.
It rains everywhere. Yeah. Kisumu is not raining today. That it rains everywhere. Yeah, and that's how life is. And actually, if you want to kosanana your friend, especially a married friend, then uongee na useme you cannot forgive a cheating husband. You know, the married, they are married, but they are married in quotes. They are married who have open eyes and they can actually see life clearly. That this is bullshit, this is not bullshit. But the other good wife materials, the one that these men would want in life, if you bring up that topic, it might be the end of your friendship. If this friendship was not built in a very good, solid rock. So now, look at your friends. Understand each and every friend very well before you start discussing this nonsense. Because clearly, it's a propaganda. It's what you believe in. It's not what everybody believes in, and you cannot even validate or justify anything. You see. So if they say it's raining everywhere, tell them, "Hey, Mama, I think it's raining everywhere," and then you go. You don't have to be tough on your opinions in regards to husband, wife, and the cheating. That's what, just draw your line and just live like. But not all men cheat. The men who cheat are there, yes, but they are not all polygamous in nature. They are just validating their points. Yes, which is a nice now.
But me, I'm sitting on the fence. I don't know what to say about this.
Thank you.
Pastors are doing this thing and killing each other in church, but now. Sisi kawaida tunasema nini? So pastor ametoka wapi? You don't remember that story about pastor who was stabbed in church? Because yeah, because he was
men are polygamous. But then what's wrong with men?
I don't know.
Because I'm so sure this phrase came from one man.
Yeah.
It did not come from a woman. Just to make us think like, oh, it's raining everywhere.
I think if this is going to make someone sleep better at night,
it's fine.
Good for them.
Yes. That's what I was saying. Like, can you look at your friends, and there are friends who just need to hear that. Full stop. Make them happy. But one thing for sure, not all men.
All men.
They want to keep it. No exception. Maybe others just haven't been caught yet.
Yeah. Chances are very high, by the way. Chances are very high, but one thing that we are not for, that it's raining everywhere. It's not raining in Wajir.
It will rain eventually.
Fine.
The opportunity for rain to fall has not presented itself. Propaganda number 3. Speaking up is attention seeking. What do you guys think?
That is the biggest propaganda of all.
Of all propaganda?
Yes. What do you mean speaking up is seeking attention?
That's
This is how people are
trying to intimidate people who wants to speak up.
This is why people end up depressed because
Exactly.
of something they would have said or really. Speaking up helps. Like speaking up will not only help you who is speaking up, but it might also help someone else.
Anyango, learn to speak. Only children are unable to speak. If you have issue with Esther, umenuna hapo, Esther atajua umemnunia. Esther is living best of her life. Wewe unateseka na pressure each and every day. Can you speak up? You are an adult. And if you are a child, will understand. You're not looking for attention. You're just
even kids. I think we should raise kids in a way that you let them know that it is okay to speak up.
But the kids that the Gen Alphas, they don't need to be told.
Yeah, but I think
not all, because some parents are the way your parents are.
That's also a fact.
The moment a child tries to speak up and like, why are you speaking like that to an adult? Why are you speaking? Hey, adults are who? Also human beings. Who do you think you are? Hey, let the child be. But again, hamjaongelelea ndio kimbelembele.
But I think
leave alone speaking up or speaking up when you have issues, speaking up, asking for help. But now the ones that want to be noticed in a conference, in it's self-confidence. I would really advise women to start that, because nobody will choose you. Nobody will tell you stand up and go pick that. You have to show yourself. You have to all the time. But they are extreme ones. What do you say about the extreme ones? Especially I'm looking at you because you are really reserved.
The ones that ask questions when it's almost lunchtime.
Klasi imeisha lakini mtu ndio akona maswali 20 na alikuwa tu kwani yeye ndiye ameelewa kushika kila mtu kwa darasa. Maybe you are floating the whole time. Watu unasemaje?
I think what was endelea to speak up, so long as it is still with respect, it doesn't matter, because we all can't be the same. Maybe hiyo kitu yenye mimi nilikuwa naogopa kusema utaisema and it will help. So even the ones that I'm saying kimbelembele in quotes are very important in the society. Because then atasema kitu yenye we other people who might be afraid, not really afraid. Some of us are not even afraid to speak up. It's just that
you don't want to speak up. You just don't want
energy. But
you got energy. You don't just want.
I am pro speaking up. I am pro speak up anytime. Whatever time. Any. Wacha usikike. Sauti yako isikike. Your voice is very, very important.
It's not attention seeking.
Wake up, show up, do things that you can do. Take spaces. Just learn to take spaces. Don't wait. We are not going to come and point you that, hi Esther, go and stand there and present what you have. Hi Atieno, can you tell us what you know? No. Stand up and tell people what you know.
Tell people this is what I'm bringing to the table.
Exactly. This is me.
This is
sometimes after you talk nonsense, but at least tumeona uko na chef umesimama
unapologetically. And I think speaking up comes even in relationship. When you're in a relationship.
From day one.
From day one, if you do not like a particular thing, speak up. So that it doesn't build utanyamaza hapo ukisema eti ata change my friend. Hakuna
and in fact, you're okay with whatever you're doing.
And in fact, if you bring it up after the 10th year, you are breaking it.
Yes, you're breaking it. Same from day one. I am not okay with this.
But you see, this one is also, we should take care of people pleasers. When you're talking, don't forget the people who don't want to. I know this is not right, but because I don't want you to feel bad, I'm not going to talk about it. Can you advise them how they can do this?
I think that's a personality problem. It's difficult to.
I do not know how to be a people pleaser, so there's no way I'm going to help a people pleaser. My way is very, very crude.
But not bad.
But I think everyone should just learn to speak up.
Yes.
You're not seeking attention.
Maswali ndio usiulize kama darasa inaisha kama miezi inaisha. Acha watu waende nyumbani.
Watu waende kulala.
Being unmarried at 30 is a shame. Kwa nini mnaniingilia?
I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not affected.
As an over 30 who is not married, I don't feel ashamed.
Quite.
Tell us.
I'm having the time of my life.
Tell us.
That is a very big propaganda. Why? Why is it a shame?
Like why is it shameful?
No, I just want people to tell me or make me understand who defined the age for marriage and what is the age for marriage.
I don't think there's an age for marriage. If you want to get married at 50, go ahead. At 80,
Yeah.
that is still okay.
33 nimetoka. Why are people making 30 look like I'm too old? 30 is
Making us look old.
30 is still
And we are still babies.
I'm a baby. But then why? Who told them that 30 is the ultimate? No, tumekataa hiyo.
Yeah, nimekataa. As a 30-something year old, I have
As a friend to 30-something year old, sometimes they have all the time in this world. Well, I'm running around. Impressing people.
You have to pick us.
That's a propaganda.
Terrible propaganda.
Yes. You can get married at 18. We don't just expect you to get married before 18 because you're a
Yes.
child. You can get married at 50. The other time we read a very successful story of people who married at 50.
Yeah.
They're really happy. And we were rooting for them. Yes, we are also rooting for you. When it's the right time, I the Lord will make it happen. Leo mpaka nimeleta Biblia.
Amen.
Thank you. Bye.
You guys know Nara Smith, right?
Yes,
Nara
yes.
Smith.
Yeah.
She got married at 18.
I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
I'm just
Nara
been seeing her
Smith got
videos.
married at 18. And
Wait, is this something trending or it's a
She's
book or
she's
it's
no.
an article?
She's a who is she? She's a model.
A celeb.
Oh, so it's not a shame me not knowing.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Propaganda. It's very okay if you do not know her.
No, but after this, go and look her up.
You see, anytime you tell me, and you've not seen this trend, I'm like, which trend? Which trend? I just know one. Ask me the new one.
Please.
I will let you know.
Look at diversify your interests.
I'll let you know the new ones. Yes.
Yeah, so I agree that someone can get married at 18 and have a good life.
Yeah.
Someone can get married at 50 and still have a good life. But my ideal is don't get married when you're under 27 years old.
Make us understand why you're saying this, because you're hurting us.
Because you're still a baby.
27 is a baby.
Yes.
27. A
No,
whole
24,
show.
24 is a baby.
24 is a baby, yes, but not 26.
For yourself, there's something you're trying to justify.
No, but you guys, msituingililie. Sawa. One thing, the truth is, at 24, I don't think you really understand who you are, what you want, and how you want it done.
Yeah.
That is the truth. It's a naked truth. You can be lucky to get a very good person who will help you grow.
Yeah.
And you guys can grow and you can be the most successful story in this world. But you can also be very unlucky to get somebody who will intimidate you and make your self-esteem be questionable, and then you lose it at that point. So all your life you'll be living, pleasing, but you might end up not even identifying who you really are and what you really want and what do you stand for. If they say don't get it below 27, I'm not going to support that because of my own reasons that I'm not going to disclose here.
But we know.
You guys want me to walk out of this interview? Was it an interview? What? If you ask me, whatever time you feel you're right and your instinct, simulituambia to trust our instinct. If your instinct is telling you this is the right person, this is the right time, and you're very comfortable and you weigh all your options and you're okay, please do it. But we are also telling you that you might not be in a position to know what you want. You might be following your emotions and
not being rational.
Yes, and thinking because Esther did it at 24, I can also do it at 24. Propaganda.
Propaganda.
having a kid for financial backup in your old age.
Why are you talking to my parents? Talk to my parents directly.
In fact, most of our parents.
If you want to talk to my parents, talk to my parents directly.
I think
Don't go between through the corners talking to my parents. What was wrong with these people?
I think there was nothing like intentionality in having children in the 90s and the late 80s. People were just having children.
It's 80s, not 90s. 90s we are very woke. Where? Huh?
No, our
like
parents.
our parents.
Yeah, the people who had kids in the 90s and in the 80s.
I want to take you back. Do you know culture? Kitambo.
Yeah.
You, Atieno, in your culture, because I've read a bit of your culture. In your culture, children were termed as
Wealth.
Thank you. Were they wealth? Because you cannot change. You cannot go and sell a child and get money. But it was wealth, hoping one day they will come and help you
and support you.
Yeah, that is
support
where you get the story of someone who gives birth mara ya kwanza anasema huyu anaweza kuwa president. Like huyu anaweza kuwa later you're still giving them.
Yeah, and then now you see like a girl, you get pregnant, you give birth to a girl and a girl and a girl, and you continuing because you are looking for a male figure.
Yes.
Very painful.
Well, I think it also has to do with the cycle of life. I think the cycle of life or the circle of life. That when you're old, your kids are able to support, but that should not be your reason for having children.
But anyway, it's true.
Yeah, you should have your
Somehow.
own retirement plan.
Somehow it's
Because
true.
yeah, somehow it's true because as you grow older, your children, bado ni wachanga, they're able to work, they have energy and all that stuff. But this is 2025. Please have a retirement plan.
Yeah, and the only way you'll have that is start thinking about retirement as early as now.
Not now.
Yes, as early as as soon as
you start
as soon as you start earning
When
money.
you attack to Zaya,
That is when you should think about your retirement.
Yeah.
See, usingoje 50 ama 60.
Yeah.
let me ask you guys. Actually, you see, nowadays we give birth, but all we think about is how am I going to leave my child in this world? Because clearly, I am at my maybe 30s or 40s. I would say, me, I'm okay now, but how about my child?
Yeah.
I want to leave something. I don't care if she turns. I will try as much as possible so that she turns to be, or he turns to be a very respectful somebody in the community. But whatever the case, because we don't know, giving her the opportunity and the space to be who he or she really wants to be. So if any case ameamua yeye anataka kuwa spoiled brat, that's now not on my power. But now akiamua, but nisimwache kwa street, akuje auze that small apartment nimenunua, aende akunywe, hata akikunywa for 1 month, it's okay, at least alipata kwa 1 month. Not like our parents who are just giving birth and the only thing we were being given is education. And they are very proud, by the way. Have you seen your father in the village, how they are proud, like introducing my child? You see, this is Rachel. Hizo majina za home. Huyu ni mom. Mom sikuizi ako mahali. A mom is doing this. And he's very proud because according to him, I'll invest. Yes, I'll invest. But as we wanted him or her to leave us with something. Sasa hii ningekuwa Malaysia.
Education
create content.
Education is a good investment, but it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
Leave us with
At
something.
least give the kids a
hata kama hujaniachia, hata ile nyumba naweza enda kuuza. Ati pombe. At this point not pombe. Leo ningeachiwa nyumba saa hii.
Ungekuwa unalipa rent. Ungekuwa unang'ang'ana kulipa rent hizi miaka zote. You'd be somewhere very far.
Mbona kuniacha?
So we are breaking that generational cycle.
Yes.
Please work really hard. Make sure. Even if you don't achieve anything in this world, make sure 2 things you should achieve for your life. If you have a child is also not a must. If you want, please don't be a parent if you don't want, because now ni kama tuna create a very bad generation. If you want to be a parent, be an intentional parent. Take care of your child. invest in her or him in terms of education, but also
in and for.
Yes.
Invest for them as
for
well.
them.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, if I decide to be who I want to be, don't force me to be who you want me to be as a parent. If I decide to be who I want to be, can you leave me something niende niuze? Hiyo tu hata nikishikwa nasema title deed. Title deed uniache nini mbaya na nini? Hivyo usiniache hivi yaki, it's very painful.
Yeah, as millennial parents we have to do better.
I want to go to Mombasa every week.
Going 50-50 with a man.
I'm not there.
Who said that again?
Going 50-50 with a man.
When you're done?
That is propaganda that should have you arrested.
It is criminal.
You're criminal.
I'm not part of this.
I think this 50-50 conversation we've had it so many times.
And I'm always on the fence. On the fence. I am not planning to come down. I am not.
You're on the fence.
Mimi Rejo, a strong woman.
Strong and independent.
You see, when you tell me like we are not going, I'm not going to contribute, then I don't have a voice. And me, I want to have a voice.
Not 50-50. You can contribute, but not 50-50. You have to contribute 50-50.
If I don't contribute, I will not have a voice in this house.
My God.
So you want to contribute 60-40?
No.
Do you want to contribute?
I don't want it to be mentioned like I'm contributing,
But you also want to contribute. Make a struggle.
No. If you guys are going to assure me that if I don't show who I am, what I'm made of, I still have a voice. Hey, what? Come back.
The voice should always be there. Because as long as you have your own income, you have your own money.
But I have now to be, I have to, si mulisema niongee? Wacha sasa niongee. Unaongea na experience gani nini?
Experience ya watu wengine.
Propaganda ndo mko nayo.
We hear.
Because now, make me understand. We never know what tomorrow entails for us. Sindio? What if this guy apoteze kazi kesho? You're not gonna contribute because it's a scam.
No.
In fact, you're going to contribute 250%.
Listen, that is different. That's a different situation.
That is different.
Situation gani mnaongelea? Unaona experience?
Look at us today I'm going on your phone.
Mmeshinda tu mkitaka na propaganda news mmetoa kwa internet. Really? You guys, let me ask you. If a man earns triple what you're earning, but a man has projects, like big projects, maybe building a home or doing something, you're not going to contribute half of your money. Oh, 50-50 mnaongelea nini? Because there is no 50-50 in marriage. It's 100-100. Sometimes you go even overboard
No,
to support this
you're
family.
just trying to be politically correct. It is
No. Mimi first of all nimeuliza ni experience gani mnaongelea? Mmesema mmetoa kwa internet propaganda.
Watches don't play.
Ni nyamaze. Lazima ni defend married women. Married women. You have to defend you guys. I have to defend you. I have to defend you.
No, but I believe you can still have your voice. You can
still the arrogant voice, not just normal voice.
No, just a normal voice.
Why do you have to have an arrogant voice?
Mpaka kokote lazima ndio nimeingia kwa nyumba yangu no. I didn't come here to play.
You didn't come to play?
Yeah. All the way from California.
Future husband, I want to contribute 20%.
Ngapi?
Or less.
How much?
20%.
Unataka tu kulipa house car. Nothing else.
Maybe at a possible 10%. Yeah.
Hata house car nitaki kulipa really. Hata house car
I want to be a baby girl.
I want to contribute 20% or less because I'm also having your babies,
Yeah.
and ensuring that your clothes
In the event there is no hurt. Ati ensuring what?
that his clothes are.
Umeharibu kabisa. So wewe umeenda kukua house girl, si angeoa tu house girl.
No, ensuring that the home is running well.
Not you doing the actual work.
Saizi, if
I'm not gonna talk to people without experience.
No.
Unless when you
Listen. Saizi, kama hakuna auko cha plan ya dinner, will your house girl call you or your husband?
Mna complicate it.
Tell us.
Me, I said I'm on the fence.
I am not on the fence. We are not for your house girl.
Number one, we are 3 different friends with 3 different perspectives. Don't forget how we started this conversation.
I know.
3 different friends with 3 different perspectives. So now my perspective is, if I can, I would support my husband.
Not supporting. We are talking about 50-50.
Yes.
That's still support.
It's support, but it's
Mlisoma wapi? Rudisheni fee.
it's specifically
Defined support.
50-50.
50-50. We're not saying don't support your spouse. We're just saying, are you willing to go the 50-50 way?
I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind so long as I'm not forgetting myself, my personal development in the process.
Like dividing school fees into 2.
Why are we
How-
doing that?
how-
Why are we not partners? Why are we doing that? Why we are kids? Why we are kids?
You know, 50-50 is 50-50. So if, let's say, the school fees is
One thing I will not
50,000.
do in my life is to pay school fee and rent. Hey, those 2 things. No. I'm not doing that.
So how are you going to do 50-50? Kama ushatoa school fees
Which,
and
by
rent.
the way, 50-50 are you talking about? if you're not paying rent,
Yeah, by 50-50 we mean
Shopping, how much is shopping?
By 50-50 we mean you sit down and come up with your expenditure for the month.
yes, and
So
divide it into 2.
school fees 50,000, rent 40,000, shopping 50,000, equal, and then you split that bill into half.
Mpaka nikamaliza soda.
Then Rachel, you toa 100,000 put on the table. Mr. So and so anatoa 100,000 put on the table, and then you do these things together. That is 50-50.
That is the
That is 50-50 you are talking about. So if you're willing to do that,
Yeah, I'm willing to pay
Good for
house
you.
girl and also do shopping, and I can also buy food, but once in a while I will tell you unakuja kuja na maziwa because najua wewe hutajua kununua moja utaleta hapo. Yes.
na school fees.
Yeah, well.
So, yes.
See mama kwa kitabu si the husband used to pay school.
no, tulitaka tu ufike kwa hii point ya 50-50 is a scam.
It's not propaganda. No, when we are building things, when we are buying things, I would want to go 50-50 so that I also have a voice. Hapo tu kwa properties. I'm very keen on that. Property. 50-50.
Property utaki mchezo.
Saying no makes you a bad friend. Why would saying no make you a bad friend?
In fact, saying yes makes you a bad friend.
Constantly saying yes. No, makes you a bad friend.
Yeah.
Saying yes.
All the time.
All the time makes you a bad friend.
Just saying yes.
I am huge on boundaries, so I will say no to a lot of things. So when you start saying no makes me a bad friend.
Is there something like that is saying no makes you a bad friend? You see, that's not a friend.
Propaganda.
That's not a friend. Why are you not even willing to take my no?
Exactly.
Let me tell you, the reason why some of us cannot even maintain friendship is because we please so much. Me and Esther, we cannot be the same in terms of finances, in terms of time. Time is also a resource. In terms of even being social butterfly. We are 3 friends, 3 different perspectives of life, 3 personalities. So now, there are things that Esther will tell me no. And I will go and come back and give her all the story. But it's also utasikia upende usipende. Like seriously, there are things that she would suggest na nitachukua blanket yangu kwa kiti na TV na remote. Natumia akili. Me I don't say no though. Mimi ni action zangu tu it's not working for this girl. But learn to say no.
Yeah.
Especially when you're still saying yes and you are 30. As much as we say that is not too old, but you're still saying yes.
No,
yes,
that is not old at all. Which too old? I don't know.
That is not old. We are still babies.
That is young.
We are not even done teething.
But
Meno yangu haijamaliza kutoka. What do you mean? I am still a baby.
If I'm judging you, if you are 30,
and you can't say no to things.
you can't say no. You can't stand up for what you think is right.
Yeah.
You can't argue your points. You can't speak up. You are a baby. You are a child.
Yeah.
You need some growing up. Go nyonya. Ukimaliza kunyonya, come back. I'll be here waiting to be your friend.
Yeah.
You also, if you cannot take a no from a friend,
you have
issues.
You're a bad
It's not
friend.
even growing. You are toxic.
Yeah.
It's not always about you. You cannot be
selfish.
right. And you're very selfish.
Yeah.
You cannot be right from Monday to Monday.
True.
Sometimes you are very convinced that this is right, but clearly you need someone else
It's not right.
to give you a different perspective. Yeah. So learn to be humble enough to listen to your people and also listen to your instincts and also have a rational judgment and speak up. Say, I was thinking. You see, we can go to the shop. Your fashion and my fashion, two different things.
Yeah.
I've never seen you with a tote bag in my life. In fact, a handbag.
Yeah.
Wewe kama unataka kukua chali siku tu chali.
Mini bro.
I've never seen you with a tote bag.
I am a bro.
So definitely together shopping. If I want something that I know definitely she won't like it, but I still love it. Namwambianga atusionge. I don't need your opinion here. I don't need your opinion here. I just do it. Yes, because I like it. If I won't take it because I know you won't like it, then I have issues with myself. That I need to work on. Yes. Whatever. If something do not please you or look good to you, it's looking good for me. Respect that fact. And the moment you start respecting me, you even respect my things, and my things will look good to you. Respect your people. Yes.
Agreed.
Another propaganda. Money cannot buy happiness.
Give me that money.
Who said? Who said? Hawa na wenye wanasema money is the root of all evil.
Same what happened. Give me money, sir.
Money is very important.
Try me with the money. Just try me with the money. You will be happy until you get jealous.
Niliona mimi mingine ikisema mtu anapiga picha tu, this is me in the Maldives with the happiness that people say money cannot buy.
Give me money, try me. Oh, money can buy happiness.
Money can buy so much.
Oh, money can buy happiness. Let nobody cheat you. Heri nilie kwenye Range Rover.
Aki money can buy
not money for yourself.
I will crack the roda the whole night. The whole night. The whole night. But the next day, niko cost. The next day, niko Maldives. The next day, yes. So hii kupanda hiyo ndege itapanguza machozi yangu ya usiku, and money can buy happiness.
Money is
as long as
Acha poverty mentality.
Things that you like.
You are consoling yourself.
Things that make you
if you are
happy.
broke, you're broke. But there are people who are very happy with money.
Money can buy you so much.
Very much.
Money buys power, independence.
Whatever you want. Give me money and you see how happy I am. Money cannot buy happiness. Who is cheating you?
You just want to suffer.
You're just lazy. Wake up.
I refuse to suffer.
Atoka tu nje aone venye people live out here. Money can buy happiness. I know you have statistics. Sahi najua nataka kukujia na statistics for people who are those are how many people among millions.
Who are happy.
Percent gani 0.001. I mean, I want to be among the 90.00 something. Guys, madam, money can buy happiness. You see that man, anakudiam na unaringaringa because you're going for your true love. Kanaiba pesa, kanafuata true love. Acha ujinga. Say yes to that man today.
Say yes to money.
Say yes to money. Hata he will be so busy hata utamuona. Cuddling, you can buy cuddling. You can buy cuddling. Kulikuwa na Samantha. Kulikuwa na Samantha nini?
Plus kuna wenye wana offer cuddling.
Exactly, na kuna massage. Say yes today.
Hamtakula love by the way.
Hamtakula mapenzi.
But there's something else that people are saying is propaganda that is propaganda they're not falling for is marrying for love alone. Just for love. I'd really love to hear from you.
I'm not going that direction. I've talked about this several times. Madam, listen. The only thing that we need in marriage is commitment. Let me tell you, if you have 90% commitment and 0.00001% love, hey, that family is prospering. Stop judging your neighbors. Oh, after they don't look good together. Who told you? Who told you? Those guys are building apartments. Those guys are building children. Madam,
They don't look good.
they don't look good together. And you don't look good together.
They don't hold hands.
They don't hold hands. You are broke, and that's why you have time to hold hands. People who are busy out here, how many minutes do you even have for holding hands out here? Me, I don't have time. Mimi natoka job, naingia sijui wapi. Hata huyo bwana hata akiwa ananiwestia time, because kama akiwa, then I think part of my time is taken, time that I could have done assignment.
Yeah.
Well, stop judging your neighbors. You're happy with your broke man? Perfect. Don't look inside ingine. Inside ingine, by the way, they're not happy, but they're happy. Yeah. Because if they decide to send kids by a plane to their grandma, and then they become the two of them doing nonsense in that house, they can do that, but they cannot afford to do that all the time. They don't love each other, but there is commitment. That is the most important, because even your children, that commitment will make them prosper. Commitment will ensure that kids are in school. Commitment will ensure that we give our children the best that we can. Commitment will ensure that we respect each other. Each other. And you know, hapa nikiguza Esther atafika mbinguni na sitaki. Because we are not pleasing each other. We are not pleasing each other. We are in this together, and we are fighting. We are not fighting each other. We are fighting our problems. We don't have time for cuddling. And at display of PDA. In most cases, by the way, I know very serious people who do PDA, but in most cases, do your research. Hizo PDA upanga ya brokers. No. You are romantically hopeless. You nakujua na kukua in love. That is the love you want. You see, according to her, definition of love ni hiyo ya hold hands. No. Mimi niambie, baby, I've booked a ticket for you. Enda Maldives.
Mimi niambie umenitumia pesa kwa account yangu.
That is love. To me, that's love. Full stop. Me, whether you are around or not around, send money. Send money. Send me money. Send me air ticket. Send me notification. Let me see notification.
When people, I normally like sharing this film. My love languages, and then I say words of a bank statement.
Exactly.
Cash. Wacha kudanganya watu hapa.
Wacha kunishika mkono, unafanya mpaka potentials, wanafikiria niko na mtu, and then you don't do what you need to do. Wachana na mimi, wacha mshika mkono.
Mshika mkono kwa public. Maybe the love of your life
ananiona. You are my love of life. We are here. Situation.
We might be married, lakini the love of
life is somewhere out there. Send me tickets, send me money, send me bank account confirm. Those can W something confirm.
Yes.
Those are the love.
Mtu asisema ati I love you.
Nilianza kuambiwa nikiwa how old surely. At 30 you still telling me you love me.
You send that love to my M-Pesa.
My M-Pesa did it. How many times? Actually, I'm old for I love you.
I love you ulikuwa unadikiwa high school, the dicks.
And by the way, you see, women are very double standard. So right now we are here yapping. You send me money, the moment the guy will be sending money, you'll start talking as if money is everything.
No, money is everything.
Money is everything. Money is everything.
Me, I want money. Me, I want money. Me, what you should not do is only PDS because you're.
Utaki kushikwa mkono.
There is potential people looking at me.
Now, if he's sending you the money and still holding your hands,
you just send the money.
Send the money.
Leave the holding of the hands.
That's too much work. You cannot be doing two works. That's too much work. You are holding my hand and you are sending money. Send the money.
Usinikoseshe kupatana the love of my life.
Yes, send money. Send money.
Send money. I'll hold your hand.
And some people say they're not falling for the propaganda of dating for fun.
I am not part of that conversation. I have never been part of that conversation. I have no experience. Mimi kama Rachel Atieno Ndijo. And I'm here to learn. Yes, thank you.
Maybe I'm falling for that propaganda. You don't have to date someone for marriage. Like
dating for fun is fun.
Yeah. Can you just tell me enjoy? I said I'm not talking. Breathe out.
No, just talk. Sometimes you have to remove the complexity. Yes. The complexity of who are we?
Yes.
What are we? Just date for fun.
yeah.
I want to give one lesson. Just one.
Yeah.
The moment you start thinking, who are we? What are we? You're giving yourself pressure that is going to show how disparate you are.
Unnecessary pressure.
In this
you
relationship.
Just wing it. Flow. Go with the flow.
Now again, that being said, why do I start a project without objectives?
That's another objective.
The objective is to enjoy.
Yeah. Is to enjoy.
I'm cancelling these two manuals. I'm not part of this conversation.
Have fun. Life is too short to start putting
I am a
pressure
very focused
into,
woman. When I start something, I have to finish it. I have to see the finishing line.
No,
And if it's not clear about who are we, what are we, where are we, where are we,
alone.
leave me alone.
No, like
Leave me alone because I want to start. Wale watu walikuwa wananitafuta kwa DM na narengarenga because you are here. We should start seeing signs. And now I just go and say hi, even if the hi was sent 10 years ago.
Let me tell you, when you start labeling things too early, like we're not saying you shouldn't date to end up in marriage or whatever.
Wamemaliza snap.
But when you start when you start being too serious, then you lock out other opportunities. So utakuwa hapo mtu anakuambia tu hi alafu uko mwingine anakuambia hi, you know I'm in a relationship. You are not in a relationship.
Yes, I have a problem.
You're just dating. You're just dating until the day you decide, okay, now I am ready.
No, you are confusing me. There is confusion. Mr. Confusion.
This thing is very, very
Listen,
simple.
unless you relax. When we are fighting. We are married. No. Amesema there is dating and there is the relationship.
Yeah.
I explain.
Kuna dating like you just decide you want to go out, have fun. Just go out. Enjoy. However long.
I'm going you down today. That's the only chance I have.
However long you want to do this, do this. And then when you decide, okay, now I want to settle down, then that is when now you can start. Mtu akikwambia hi, unasema no, I am taken. Lakini ingine, you can't be saying you know you are taken.
Okay, at what point do you start saying no, I'm dating?
When you're ready mentally. You remember we said
you might be ready, but he's not ready, or he must be ready.
When you're on the same page.
You're on the same page. Especially for Esther, you might think you're on the same page. But the woman is in Tanzania.
You are adults. There's a point where you get, alafu you now sit down and then you decide, okay, now we've been doing this for this long. I think it's now time we put a pin and we settle. That is now when when you're ready to do that. Unasema,
you see how it's painful.
You start posting
when you now sit
pictures.
here and you've had a kitenge in mind. Because of your friend dating pattern lately, and then now we're having a conversation. She's talking crap. Literally, what am I gonna tell Kirundi number 1? Put it 001. Please put it on hold. This woman, I don't see it coming. Itakuramba boyfriend.
Date for fun. It is that simple.
It's okay to date for fun.
Like it is that simple.
Okay, Sarah.
Just dating for the sake of dating.
I want to wrap it up because you guys, you'll go past YouTube expectation. Listen, Wanjiro, don't be too serious in that relationship, because now the moment you start asking who we are, what are you, blah blah blah, when you're exposing yourself, what you are trying to show that guy is that how you want this marriage. you want this marriage. Like you really want it.
How badly
You want it.
Yeah.
You can. I know sometimes we want it, but we just don't want to show it. So please try to restrain yourself. But so tumewambia tu waongee pia. So I don't know. When you me, I'm done. Hizo teaching nilikuwa nakupea. Take them back. Wachana na mimi. But mimi kama Rachel, mimi napendanga nikianzanga project, these are the timelines, these are the goals, these are the resources that are expected,
these are
these are the partners, the key players, and things like that. And in my life, I'm sorry to say this, me, I've never had like let's date for fun. Even my first relationship, it was like, I think we are good together. It's only that it didn't work. The second one didn't work as well. Third one, I don't know. Fourth one.
You were just afraid to say you were dating for fun. You were just afraid.
I was serious. I had timelines. And the guy also had timelines. If you don't have timelines, go away.
Even the ulizuia kupatana the love of
Give
your
me
life.
another chance. Take me back, restaurant now.
Stop posting random photos of random men mkiwa pamoja. Unajaribia chance until you are ready.
Yeah. Like, no, not even until you are ready. Until you've been married to that man for 5 years. Don't post it.
Don't. Why are you posting? Sasa wewe unapost alafu your potential
Naona nyinyi mnataka kuharibu marriage ya watu hapa.
Please tell us in the comments what are some of the propaganda that you're not falling for. Let us know in the comment section.
The propaganda that I'm not falling for is you guys insisting that we just date without goals and objectives and timelines. Why are you starting a project?
That marks the end of today's discussion. It's important to remember that just because it's trending does not mean it's true. Please remember to subscribe to all our channels, all our platforms. And also going forward, I'm taking a bit of a break. So you'll be seeing me once in a while, but I'll still be here.
When we want to cook. I suggest talk to us. Just say, these other two idiots do not know how to cook.
We know how to snack. We just know how to snack.
We just know how to snack. So when we have something nice, no, Esther is going out for a while, just a while, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you're back,
adulting and everything else.
When you're back, we'll be throwing back to back. But meanwhile, you'll be seeing a lot of
snacks.
A lot of and this one, yes. We love you so much and we can't wait to see you in our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.